Hello everyone, this is Doris, and we are on week 10 of Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Challenge. Let's take a look at the prompts for this week. We have a hat, something that represents transportation, stamping in non-black ink, numbers, hometown, whatever that means to you, and the bonus item this week is geometric shapes. So let's take a look at the items I've picked out to go with these prompts. So for my hat, I'm going to go with this lady that I've cut out of a sewing pattern. Next, something that represents transportation. I have this bus ticket from Detroit, and I purchased this from Creative Cafe Girl on Etsy. I will link her shop below. Next, stamping in non-black ink. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Moving on, numbers. Numbers, I have a couple of ideas. I have this piece also from a sewing pattern. And this here from a sewing pattern. Then we had hometown, whatever that means to you. I cut this out of a Michigan map because that's where I'm from, and this just happens to be the town where I'm from, so I thought that would be perfect for the hometown prompt. And then last, the bonus item, geometric shapes. This is a really crazy granny square pattern. I just loved it, and of course you can see there's all kinds of geometric shapes in this. That actually came from this book here. Oops, let me zoom out a bit. Came from this book here, Better Homes and Gardens, Crocheting and Knitting. And another thing I might play with is I have this image. This was from an embossing folder that I have, and I think that would fall along the lines of geometric shapes as well. So, and that's a Stampin' Up embossing folder. So those are the ideas I've picked out. Okay, let's see what I come up with using all of these ideas. Okay, I am back with my finished collage, and let's look at the prompts again. So we had a hat, and the hat I'm using from this sewing pattern lady here that I cut out. Something that represents transportation. Here is that bus ticket that I have. Next is stamping in non-black ink. That one I almost forgot about. I was all done with the whole layout, and then I realized I needed to come up with something. So I stamped with red ink this little car here, and that is from a retired stamp set here from Stampin' Up. And then the little number 14, that came off the pattern flap that I showed at the beginning of the video, and that's where this number here came from as well. The next prompt was numbers, and I used those numbers as well as the yardage chart from the back of a pattern. Next is hometown, whatever that means to you. And I went ahead and stuck with the idea of using my hometown here from a map. And just a little trivia in case some of you are interested. Those of you that are big NASCAR fans probably already know this. But if you look really closely, there's a little town right here called Brooklyn. And that is where one of the tracks are that hosts the NASCAR circuit. So just a little piece of information there you may or may not like to know. Okay, moving on. The bonus item was geometric shapes, and I had a lot of fun with this because I saw that in that book I showed you earlier, I had this granny squares paper, and that is all part of the background here. And that finishes my prompts for week 10. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please be sure and check out the hashtag 2022 CWP for this week, number 10. And as you will notice, we have the same prompts, but every one is very different. So it's a lot of fun to look and see what everyone has done. So for now, hope all of you are doing good. And until next week, bye for now.